Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's recipe is beef dodo. You must have heard of Gizdodo, but here we replace the gizzard with beef. I had mine with rice as a side dish. This meal is so delicious. Keep watching to know how I made it. To make this meal, I'll be using some green and red bell peppers. I'll also be using shombo. I'll be using onions. I'll be using habanero or scotch bonnet peppers, and then fresh tomatoes. Then some ginger and garlic, thyme, curry powder, rosemary, seasoning cubes, and chicken seasoning. Then my plantain, which is the star of this dish. Then I have my beef as well. I just took it out from the freezer. I'll be seasoning my beef with some seasoning cubes, some salt, then rosemary, thyme, chicken seasoning, then thyme, and then curry powder. I also go ahead to add my ginger, garlic, and onions with some green bell pepper. Cover it and then steam it without water. I've blended my peppers and tomato. Then I also cut up some carrots and spring onions. I have them in this bowl. I washed my plantain and I'll go ahead to peel it and then cut it into large chunks. I don't want it too tiny, neither do I want it too big, just cubes. I would like to say half a circle. Yeah, just semi-circle. That's what I just cut them into. So this is just it. Once I'm done prepping the plantain, I'll go ahead to cut up my bell peppers. I saved one of these red bell pepper to cut it into chunks. Then I'll remove the seeds. These seeds are usually bitter, so I'll remove the seeds, and then I'll go ahead to cut up the bell peppers into cubes, like large cubes. This will add to the garnishing and also add some, like say, crunch to this meal as well, with the carrots too. So I'll just chop that up into cubes and set it aside. I'll also chop my spring onions and my red onions. So I am done prepping now, and here are my ingredients: the plantain, the onions, ginger and garlic paste, my pepper mix, my veggies, and also my boiled meat. I've cut that into bite sizes. I'll go ahead and heat up some oil in a pot and then fry my plantain. I added an onion bulb to it to make this plantain flavorful. Then I'll also go ahead and fry my beef as well once I'm done. So we'll be frying the pepper mix. I'll be adding some thyme, rosemary, curry powder, ginger and garlic paste into the oil I used to fry the meat. Then I also add my onions and fry it till it is a bit translucent. Then I'll add the pepper mix into the pot and then stir everything together and allow it to fry. I'll fry this till the water content reduces and then the oil starts floating to the top. Then I'll go ahead and add some stock water to this so as to loosen up this pepper sauce a bit. Then I'll stir that in and I'll go ahead to season this. I'll be adding some chicken seasoning, some seasoning cubes, and also some salt. Then I'll stir everything together and I'll add my fried beef. I'll also add some of the carrots now so it can cook and soften a bit. So I'll add that, stir everything in properly, and then cover it up and allow it to simmer for a minute or two. So I'll check back and then I'll go ahead and add the red and the green bell peppers. I won't be adding in all of the green bell peppers. I'll save some for later. So I'll add that and I'll also add my fried plantain and then stir everything to combine. Once it is thoroughly combined, I'll go ahead to add the rest of the green bell peppers and I'll also sprinkle in some spring onions. I'll stir everything to combine thoroughly, and that is just it. Our beef dodo is ready. This is very simple to make, like very simple. So once it is thoroughly combined, I'll go ahead and turn off the heat, and that is just it. Simple and delicious. I'll go ahead to dish it in a bowl. You can eat this as a side dish or as a main meal. You can pair it with your jollof rice, your white rice, your boiled yam, just anything, and it's delicious. I'll go ahead to sprinkle some more spring onions on top for garnishing and color, and that's that. Then I'll be having mine with some boiled rice, so I'll be putting some boiled rice in a plate and then add my delicious beef dodo to the side of it, and that is just it. You need to do yourself some good and try out this recipe. Just imagine scooping rice and then there is fried dodo inside, and there is little chunks of beef plus the crunch of the sweet carrots and the peppers and everything. Just try it out. So here it is, my beef dodo, looking delicious and beautiful, and it is also delicious as well. I hope you give this recipe a trial and tell me how it turned out. See you in my next video. Bye. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe to join the family. Bye.